8 bizarre facts about sleep you probably never imagined. As experts have calculated, each of us spends about 1/3 of our lives sleeping. After hours of studying, working, gathering with friends and family, or perhaps Netflix and chill, our bodies deserve 7 to 9 hours of rest. Yeah, you've probably heard that a million times. But have you ever heard these little-known facts about sleeping? Stay tuned, for I'm gonna tell you 8 bizarre facts you're not gonna believe. 1. Longest survival without sleep ever recorded is 11 days. Okay, we all know that it's best to have a healthy routine of sleeping. But how long can we last without a single nap? Well, the limit was found in 1964 when a high school student won first place in the 10th annual Great San Diego Science Fair after going 264.4 hours without sleeping. 264.4 hours, can you imagine how long it is? Oh, you don't have to, because I did the calculation for you. That equals 11 days and 25 minutes. Wow, it's just embarrassing to recall how proud I was of myself after staying up all night as a child. Anyways, back to the story. 17-year-old Randy Gardner was part of a sleep deprivation experiment starting from December 1963 and ended in January 1964. After the experiment was finished, he naturally slept for 14 hours and 40 minutes for recovery. Then he stayed awake for nearly 23 hours before sleeping for 10 hours and 30 minutes. When being asked whether he'd do it again, Randy gave a resounding no. So I guess it was far from a nice experience. Over time, there have been other people who claim they passed his number, but they all failed to give enough evidence to be recognized, which means Randy's 11 days and 25 minutes without sleep is still the record. 2. Only humans postpone sleeping. While we don't intend to test the limit and give insights to sleep researchers like Randy, we also postpone sleeping a lot. Maybe because we have unfinished tasks, or we just can't resist the temptation of late-night fun. But do you know that only we humans do that? All other mammals acknowledge the significance of sleep, and they never postpone sleeping for any reason. When their bodies urge, they immediately surrender. So, what's wrong with us humans, who consider ourselves as the most intelligent species? 3. You always dream, even if you don't think so. If I ask you to tell me a memorable thing you saw when you were sleeping, what comes to your mind? Is it a beautiful dream or a terrifying nightmare? Oh, don't tell me you never dream. You might think so, but it's not true. Scientists have found that starting from age 10, we spend up to 2 hours in the dreamland per sleep, a span usually made up of 4 to 6 dreams. They happen during a stage of sleep called REM, which stands for Rapid Eye Movements, when certain parts of our brains are as active as they are when we're awake. Moreover, the sleep researchers also have evidence to believe that we can also dream in non-REM sleep, which starts 1 or 2 hours before we wake up. These apply to most humans. So, if you think you didn't dream last night, it's likely that your brain just forgot what happened. 4. A child's birth costs parents 6 months of sleep. So, that's about dreams during sleeping. What about dreams of sleeping? Who dreams of sleeping because they just couldn't have a nice nap? New parents. On average, parents of infants lack 6 months worth of sleep during the first 2 years after the baby's born. A study discovered that a new mummy or daddy only gets to sleep for approximately 4 hours and 44 minutes per night until their baby's first birthday, which equals to 50 nights of sleep. Infants also wake up several times a night, disrupting their parents' sleep cycle. Typically, adults should get about 3,650 hours of sleep over a 2-year period to ensure a good health. However, restless infants only allow mums and dads about 2,739 hours of sleep, which is 912 hours less than the required number. That's like only sleeping 5 hours a night for 6 months. Sleep deficit easily has severe impacts on one's mental health, so please treat new parents with kindness. 5. Struggles to sleep exist in the animal kingdom. While animals are smart enough not to delay sleeping, some of them are unlucky enough to have trouble falling asleep. Domesticated animals, including our little cuties dogs and cats, can have sleep disorders just like their human housemates. Pet health specialists have found that dogs can suffer from a dysfunction of the brain's ability to control the sleep-wake cycle called narcolepsy. However, while sleep deprivation in humans may be due to the inability to resist night fun, insomnia in pets is rare, and usually because of a serious health problem such as heart issues, cognitive dysfunction, or even a brain tumor. So, if you find your furry, 4-legged friend fidgeting for hours at night, it's best to quickly take them to a licensed pet clinic nearby. 6. Whales and dolphins never truly sleep. When it comes to marine animals, we can't ignore whales and dolphins' sleeping patterns. These two creatures never fully sleep. Shocking, right? How's that possible? Well, as humans, their brains consist of 2 hemispheres, and they take turns to rest. One hemisphere is awake, while the other is shut down, and the sides switch during an 8-hour period. But why is it necessary? As I mentioned before, whales and dolphins are mammals despite living in the ocean. That means they can't breathe underwater like fish and have to float up for oxygen. With both hemispheres shut down, they would stay inside the ocean and die during their sleep. Nature clearly did not want to assign such a tragic death to those lovely animals. So, they granted the superhuman ability to be only half asleep to survive. Basically, we can say that dolphins and whales are both awake and asleep at the same time. Incredible, isn't it? 7. Ducks could sleep with one eye open. It's one hemisphere in dolphins and whales, and in our feathered waterfowl friend ducks, it's one eye shut during sleeping time. Ducks like to sleep in rows, not to float away, and the ones at the end turn their faces away and keep an eye open to any danger approaching the gang. That allows those inside to sleep with both eyes closed, being assured that the outside friends are keeping them safe and sound. I must say, I deeply admire the responsibility, trust, and above all, unity of these feathered, 2-legged little creatures. 8. Sleepflying is a thing. Say goodbye to the sea and lakes. We're coming to the sky. Ever seen or heard of an albatross? The large white bird with long, strong wings that usually lives near the sea of the Pacific and South Atlantic Oceans. They can live up to 40 to 50 years in the wilderness, and the oldest found albatross is at least 70 years old and can still hatch. Most of their lifetime is spent hunting in the air. So albatrosses don't have much time for shut-eye. But evolution always has a way. These seabirds have mastered the ability of multitasking. They can fly during their sleep. Yes, you heard that right. They could be sleeping while flying, and don't even crash into things because they're experts at dynamic soaring, sleep flying. Unbelievably incredible. This is just an awesomely wicked as Scarlet Witch's demonstration of dreamwalking in Multiverse of Madness. Okay guys, that's it. That's our 8 bizarre facts about sleep for you today. If you find your jaw dropping while watching this video, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and family and amaze them too. And don't forget to like it to support our lovely team who have dedicated a lot of time and effort to researching all these fun facts. Oh, and perhaps subscribe to our channel to make sure you won't miss any new video about the science and mysteries. Okay, now before you go, let me give you a gift to thank you for having stayed with me. Fact number 9, sleeping directly after learning something will improve your ability to remember and understand that concept. So, why not turn off your device for some rest time now, in order to wake up energized and go sharing the new facts you have just learned with everyone you know.